Jeff Simon here from Sun and Fun 2022, and I am so excited going into the first hangar here of booths, and it's been a while. You can hear the wind going there, so I'm going to get away from the door here, and let's go and talk to some of our friends here at Sun and Fun. All right, I'm over here at Tempest. How are you doing, Vince?
I'm doing well. How are you today?
Excellent. Well, it's pretty cool to be back. Last year was the first time that it was a little trepidation, being able to come back. Everything was on lockdown, but then here we have Sun and Fun again, and it's so great to see everybody back together.
Yeah, and it's great to be here. I think last year everyone was just excited to be out, and it's just, I think people are feeling the same way this year.
Yeah, so tell me about some of the new stuff that you've got going on. I mean, I've been writing about some of it. You know, one of the interesting things is that there's been a lot of supply chain challenges, and I wrote about this in one of the AOPA articles, and some companies have been doing better than others when it comes to that. It seems like Tempest has been doing a pretty good job in that area. Plugs have been available with some lead time, oil filters, things like that. Tell me about how that's worked out for you.
Yeah, I think from a supply chain standpoint, I think like all companies, we're still having some of those issues as well, but we've been able to, I'd say, streamline that a little bit, and we've been able to be more consistent than a lot of people out there. So, you know, we're still telling people if you need something to plan ahead, but oil filters are coming out, I'd say 45 days or so, and spark plugs are about 60, which is really good considering some people are, you know, we're talking 6 months or more on certain products or throughout the industry.
Right, and I think that, you know, asking people to plan ahead by 45 days to 60 days on their maintenance, whether it be spark plugs or your auto filters, that's just not too much to ask.
No, not at all. I think that's, you know, them being consumables, and just something that you're going to do on a regular maintenance, it's important to think ahead on that, particularly in today's world.
So tell me a little bit about your air filters, because I'm looking to get one of these on the Bonanza. I like it. It's a whole modern design, different than some of the other options that are out there that with just paper filters, and it really looks like you've come a long way. So what's going on with the filters?
So we're really excited to have these. We've had them for about 1.5 years now. They are synthetic media, so no paper media anymore. 5 cleanings or 500 hours before they need to be replaced. They don't, and I have to look it up, but they don't have to follow AD 84.26.02, which is a big deal. But the micron rating on them, anything that's 5 microns or above, is going to filter out about 99% of the air there.
Wow.
So you're talking about, you know, I'd say a high-tech design, and fits perfect in with us with building, you know, oil filters already, and pneumatic filters for the dry air pump systems.
Yeah, and for those of you that do oil analysis, you know, your air filter quality is very, very important. You're going to see that on a couple areas. You're first going to see that when it comes to the silicon level that you see in your oil analysis. That's basically dirt, sand is silicon level that you're seeing on there. And then over time, you see it in wear. And you know, if it's getting into your oil, it's getting into your engine, and so I think it's really important to be able to do something about that.
Yeah, no, I think that you know, can't agree more. I mean, I think you captured it right there.
Excellent.
It's important to do that and keep track of that, and you know, we want to keep those engines clean. If the engines are staying clean, we're all fat and happy, right?
All right, well, thank you so much for everything that you do, both for us and for General Aviation. I hope you have a great show.
Hey, take care, and thanks for stopping by.
All right, well, let's take a look around the rest of the show. I'm here with Mark Patey. How are you doing?
It's good to see you again.
Oh man, Mark, it was so great seeing you out in LA for the Living Legends of Aviation. You and Mike being appointed to that is just fantastic.
That was quite an honor, and what a fun event.
I know. I mean,
aviation is alive and well. You go to that event, you're like, it's awesome.
You clean up well.
Oh, I shave every now and then, put on a tie, but it's rare.
You guys had tuxes on. Everyone looked really gorgeous and formal.
What people don't know, the real secret, is it was a tux with a clip on. I don't know how to tie that stuff. I'm a redneck.
You mean I wasted all my 30 minutes trying to figure out how to do that thing for nothing? I could have clipped it on like the great Mark Patey and not
totally unnecessary. Nobody knew.
So tell me what's new here and what you've got at the show, because we've got a Bravo 5, absolutely love it. You've seen it in our videos, and I can't say enough good stuff about it, and it's even got SocialFlight logos on it.
Yeah, oh, awesome.
Which is cool, because I know you do a lot of custom things for people.
Yeah.
But here you've got the Sierra, this massive
big new
unit,
commercial unit,
and I see you've got a Romeo that's bigger than any remote tug I've ever seen.
It's a beast, yeah. So those are the two biggest announcements for Sun and Fun. We have some more for Oshkosh, but the big thing now is our Sierra commercial product line is now taking deposits. We're so uncertain on supply chain and getting motors. The motors for that unit we had to order a year ago, and we still won't see them till July.
Wow.
These will start shipping end of this year, so now we're taking deposits and putting people in their positions. So for us, that's like so exciting to be this far down the road and finally able to take deposits and get them going.
That's awesome. And tell me about the Romeo, because you've got this massive, massive remote controlled tug, and you showed me even the cradle on it has incredible high technology with power capacitors, so it can spin without wires and cables. It's amazing.
Yeah. So it's completely wireless, Lazy Susan.
Yeah.
There's no connecting points to wear out. There's no cables to stretch, and you still have the benefit of the actuators for loading and unloading hands-free with your remote control. So that's unique to Best Tugs, especially with the cradle that wraps up so high around the tire so the plane can't jump out when moving. And then the Romeo, you say it is massive. We now have our Romeo as our remote control product line, and we had started with the Romeo R5 for 5,000 pounds. So we did the R8, R12, R15. We now have an R18 and R24, meaning 24,000 pounds. And to give you an idea, our competitors in this kind of smaller remote control tug space, average weight among them would be about 300 pounds.
Wow.
That unit is 1,200 pounds, that tug.
So I saw that.
It's a beast. But you need a tug that heavy to safely move aircraft that big. Otherwise, you're going to have a tug flipped out underneath the airplane when it's trying to stop, crushing gear doors, or it can go bad quick if the tug's not heavy enough to stop all that mass you put into motion.
That makes sense. All right, well, so great seeing you again. Good seeing you out there. We keep running into you, and hopefully we'll have you guys back on the show again.
I can't wait.
You got it. Take care.
All right.
All right, bye. All right, I'm here with Scott Smith at Aspen. Scott, I got to say, I absolutely love your instruments. We've got it in the Bonanza, we're putting it in the Mustang, and one of the things I really like about it is you've got it all in this vertical orientation where there's so many options out there that are separate instruments, but when you're doing hard IFR, and I put it into synthetic vision mode, it is so cool to have complete top to bottom view in that. It just seems to kind of open things up, and it's still just a drop-in replacement.
Yeah, correct. So, and you just brought out one of our biggest selling points, Jeff, is the fact that with even a single screen, you can pull out some instruments, and it's designed, that vertical design is so that you can literally pull those instruments out and replace it with a single Aspen screen, because the measurements are designed such so that you pull out those instruments and put the Aspen right in. So, and what's really cool is we're modular, so you can start off with one screen and then add another screen next year and another screen after that.
Right.
We're also upgradable. Yep. So if you start off with our baseline product of the E5, which we have a special on right now for the show, if you're coming into Sun and Fun, we hope you are. Come by and see us. We're in Hangar C.
Okay.
But we have a $500, basically a $500 discount off of the system off an E5. We're going to include the advanced features unlock, which is your air data computer and your GPS annunciation. So what that air data computer does, which is actually really cool, is it gives you wind direction, speed, true air speed, OAT or outside air temperature, and it sends that out to your navigator. So your navigator uses the winds to calculate all your turns, draws holding patterns and procedure turns based off the winds.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
I always thought of it as, you've got the wind indicator there. You can tell where your actual wind is coming from. It shows you the course, where you need to actually turn and steer to exactly, given the wind, given the corrections that are involved. But I didn't know that actually, all that data goes out then, in our case, to our Avidyne and helps plot what curves are going to be there for our holding patterns.
That's right. So it'll draw the holding pattern based off the wind. So if you got like a 50-knot crosswind, it's going to make it egg-shaped.
Wow.
So it's really cool.
I'm going to check that out next time that I go, because I know I've got it. going to check that out because I've never seen it do egg shape, but I'll bet if I go into strong wind, I get to see that really cool thing happen.
And also the turn anticipation, because these days we don't do holds a whole lot. In the real world, we do them a little bit. But where it does matter is when you're going from point A to point B to point C, and you're doing a flight path, it decides when it does your turn anticipation based off the winds.
Yeah.
So that's really cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's really cool.
And then, of course, the last thing is that when you're dealing with the E5, it's fully upgradable. So you can start at like just using it for VFR, and then eventually turn it into a full-fledged, complete EFD 1000 system.
Correct.
That's so cool.
Yeah, so the E5, he made a great point there. The E5 is an IFR certified primary flight display. It allows you to pull out your vacuum system. You can pull out your attitude indicator, no backup attitude indicator required with that. And then next year, if you want to go to the Pro Max and get synthetic vision, all the bells and whistles, AOA, blah, 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 all that good stuff, you can do that with just the price difference. You just pay the price difference, so you don't have to throw it away and start over.
All right, well, Scott, thanks so much for taking time out. Hope you have a great show here at Sun and Fun.
Hey, thanks a lot for coming by, Jeff. Good seeing you. Take care.
All right, I'm here at the Lightspeed booth now with Teresa Demers. How are you doing, Teresa?
Hey, Jeff. Good. Good to see you again.
It's always great to see you guys here at the show. Huge fans, and it's such a family atmosphere here. It's just everyone's milling about. I mean, what's going on at Lightspeed?
Oh, well, thank you for asking. It's so exciting to see you and to just be back at Sun and Fun for the first time in 3 years. And we've got a new booth this year. It was originally going to be our 2019 booth, no, our 2020 booth, and then our 2021 booth, and now it's our 2022 booth that we're debuting. But we've got a whole new way that we're doing demos, and people are really reacting nicely to it. So we're super excited to just have a chance to meet with customers, old and new, and talk. But you've usually got those two young men hanging around with you at these shows, and I noticed that Jacob and Ben aren't here. Where are they?
Jake and Ben aren't here. They're both in school. Jake's out at UMass with mechanical engineering. Ben's getting ready. He's going to be going to Clemson next year for mechanical engineering. So they all want to stay in aviation. But I'm trying to get them to spend more time on the Mustang. We've got to get the Mustang flying, and we've got those awesome helmets that have from flighthelmets.com that have the G mod, right? The H mod. I'm
That's
sorry.
Okay, no problem.
I'm like bad on my alphabet.
Yeah.
So the H mod that goes in there. Oh my God, I've flown with those. They are so cool.
Oh, thank you for saying that. We've got those on display here too, and it's helmets in general aviation are kind of like a trending thing. People are starting to sort of see videos and understand the safety aspect of depending on the kind of flying you do. So anyway, so thank you for talking about those too. But we're anxious to see the first flight in the Mustang.
Yes. So put your comments out there. Get Jake and Ben back working on the plane when they are back from school, and we got to get that Mustang in the air. Don those helmets equipped with the Zulu H mod, and we'll get flying. All right. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thanks for stopping by.
All right. Bye. I'm here at Wipaire and have this really, really unique opportunity to check out this Caravan EX on Wipline 8750 floats. This is massive. And matter of fact, I'm actually going to step away first so that you can kind of see this behind me. It's absolutely amazing how big this is. And I've never climbed up into one of these before, so I'm going to try it now and take you along so that you can see what's involved. And this is a very unique aircraft because it has a teak wood interior. Let's go take a look. Wow, this is absolutely gorgeous. And you can see this beautiful wood floor, all teak wood, gorgeous glass up front. So this is really, really cool. I have to tell you, the idea of climbing all the way up here, I can only imagine. And you can see here, it holds 8 people in back, plus a pilot and a co-pilot. I can only imagine the adventures that you do in an aircraft like this. So thanks so much to Wipaire for giving us a chance to take a look inside this beautiful aircraft. And now we'll go check out the rest of Sun and Fun.